What's up, YouTube? Doing a video here. I haven't done a video in like a long time. I don't know why, but I'm gonna start doing some videos now more often. I'm gonna continue my deck matchup series, as the last matchup I did was Frog Monarch, Formula Monarch, Undyne Engine or whatnot versus the Chaos Plant Synchro Doppel variant, plant variant. You know what I mean? And I said how the most percentage was Formula Monarch has the most percentage of winning that matchup, but stuff can go wrong. Like a lot of people stack decks, or you just draw bad, or like you open, or like they just open up so good, like they have their warning set, so like you summon a Swamp Frog and you just they wanting it, so slows you down. But here we go. We have Tangles here, System Downs. Uh, these are all different decks. Shadows, Geminis, Six Samurais, Inichi, Malefic, Stardust Dragon. For this might be random in the tournament that you don't side for, but they side might see Malefic worlds that you can possibly lose to because they just have so much bigger attack power. There's a lot of things can go wrong at a White Sis or a Jump that you just lose to on random on a bubble that you just don't side for, or you don't know what the main decks. I mean, GKs and also GKs too. Could side into those. Lightning Darkness Dragon for Monarchs. I'm gonna put this down here. Synchron variants and Debris. Get that out the way. Psychics and TGs. I'm gonna start playing TGs now. I like this because like the deck just goes so fast. Everything searches when it gets destroyed. Like that's fucking broken. Only thing that kills the deck is Cyber Dragon and Thunder King, but it's all good. Hybrid Cannon is broken and Teleport. I'll talk to you about these two real quick. And Dragonides. Dragonides still have a strong chance because they can just keep summoning Jux and make very Johns and set up their board because they have a good chance of making first turn starters to protect the Dragon Ravine from getting MST'd or Dustinated or whatever. That's also good. Deck is pretty solid. Deck only plays 13 monsters and 2 Veilers or whatever. Anyway, I was on the Yu-Gi-Oh website and the decks. They said the most 5-play decks. The most 5-play decks are Chaos Plant and Synchro with Doppel and whatnot. Chaos Plant Synchro with Doppel and stuff. Deck is pretty solid. What's next? It was Chaos Plant, Gravekeepers, GKs, Six Samurais. Where's the Nietzsche? Nietzsche right here. The Geminis, because that's what they just won. So Stratos, Geminis, and Frog Monarch, which is you see right here. You see a Trigodia, Swamp Frog, Treeborn, Vanity's Fiend, Lad. You know what I mean? So it's pretty broken. I played Undyne Engine because it's like the most consistent. I played 2 Undynes, 2 controllers. They're okay. Most consistent. I'm gonna have to play test Vanity's Fiend because everything's special summon in this format. So I dropped this on board, and I had a couple people lose it just because of this card. They couldn't just get over it, or they have to waste a dark hole just to get over it, which is plus. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, these 5 decks are the most played. I'm saying the reason why I think these are the 5 most played decks is because they have, I should say, a good matchup against most decks. I should say, like Gravekeepers have a very good matchup against most decks because they play Neko Valley. 3 Neko Valley shuts down anything. It shuts down the Chaos Plant decks, which is very big and popular. Shuts down Dragonides, which they can't keep getting back Ducks and Phalanx and all that shit. Shuts down just a lot of stuff. Lad doesn't even get his effect with Knuckle Valley on forward when it gets destroyed. This main thing that he can sign to Malefics as Fraser Smith and Sean McCabe side into. You know what I mean? So it's kind of crazy. Yes, about it. But those the Gravekeepers, one of them. Plant Synchro, they just have the ability to spam synchros like crazy with the no release of Trishula. Which is fucking broken. Like the card is just fucking stupid. Like the card is broken. Like I think this format is probably one of the worst formats ever in history because I think Trish and Librarian format is fucking stupid. This is too broken. Like I don't think Librarian's gonna be played, but I don't think it's gonna be played in more than 2s. in each synchro deck, or at least one, because you got to make room for other important level 5s like Catasta. Catasta is still a big level 5, you know, but that's like almost like a extra deck staple. You know what I'm saying? Along with Stardust Dragon, Scrap Dragon, stuff like that. Command Attack Fortress Dragon, not really a side staple no more because Machine is not that big. They have Machine like KMP, but those are like, how should I say, like, it's with Chaos Plans and variants, stuff like that. I mean, and you have to play Cyber Dragon, and they don't play Cyber Dragon. So if you don't side Cyber Dragons, I don't know, Command Fortress not that big. It's okay. Like, it was big when Gadget's OTK was out. You know what I mean? That deck was fucking ridiculous. Like 3 smashes, 3 fissures, just returns us with 2 gems for Future Fusion. That shit was crazy. I remember that format. Franny format was broken too. Anyway, this one talk about the Psychics. You might see Psychics too, because they have the ability to go off and spam. A lot of Psychics effect has the ability to remove cards from the graveyard or the deck from play, and then he gets special backed. I don't know why that is, but yeah, it has this. So these going up in value. Hybrid Cannon, if you've seen the lock when a Courier Beast and Hybrid Cannon that Psychics can produce, it's pretty sick. You know, most if you're looking at it, like a couple formats ago, I won't say a couple formats, maybe about 2 formats now. The a lot of decks has moved away from traps to more spell cards. Like, they still play traps, like, you know, the stable, like the 2 warnings, the Torrential, the Mirror, the Solemn, and maybe a D Prison. You know what I mean? But not that much. Most everything is spells. And Monarchs, you know, I play the deck, and everything you do play spells, unless you play the one Treacherous, which I have not played Treacherous yet, but I'm playing the deck for good 5 months now. Got my invite like twice at regionals. I would have topped if it wasn't for some dude, but he just didn't want to give me the win after I done beat him. But we went to time because he had most life than me. But I had my board set up and shit. Where I had a Riser formula shooting star in field with a villain in hand. It was a mirror match. And he tribute for Riser, and I said target. He target my shooting star, then I villain. Then he tried to attack it to my formula Synchron, and I synchro for Scrap Dragon. But it's okay. Next time, you know, practice not to go into time, people, because you will, you know, get a draw or lose because you go into time, and that mess you up from either topping a big event like Orlando or YCS or regionals. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I gotta practice some more. But these 2 is broken. This guy is broken. He negates the summon and things that he don't need a Pacific Tuner or Synchro Monster, which is good. So TG's is really good. Oh, one more deck I didn't mention was X Sabers. X Sabers was one of the top 5 decks. It was Gemini's, X Sabers, Frog Monarch, 6 Samurais, and wait, hold on. X Sabers, Gemini's, Frog Monarch, Gravekeepers, and Plant Synchro. Those were the top 5 decks to that was most played. You know what I'm saying? So it's pretty good. Ducks is pretty good. Tengus. You might see a lot of weird shits at the YCS. So it's, you can't how should I say, can't side for every deck, because there's a lot of people that make weird decks that fuck up people's shit. You know what I'm saying? But you side for the top tier decks. That's what I always do. I side for the top tier 1, top tier 2 decks. Quick brief summary about why the top 5 decks I believe that was most played and reasoning behind it. For number 1, Gemini's. They play Stratos. Every deck in the deck, they're being seen most played. They're basically anti-meta. They destroy almost any deck. They side into Fossil Dinos and Skill Drains if they don't main deck Skill Drains. And everybody knows Skill Drain mess up anybody's deck. Effect still activates, but it gets negated after if you have a MST or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Or to anything to remove it off the board. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know how should I say, but it's like, you can't, I don't know. But Skill Drains is just, and Gemini Sparks is like, the deck is just broken. That's why I won. The guy he won, he made that Dirt Dog inside the Penguin Soldier. Penguin Soldier's pro. I don't know about Dirt Dog. Samurai, the use of ability to still spam monsters as of a great play of making first turn Shin. First turn Shin is very devastating because now you got to use probably 2 to 3 cards to get rid of him. No, only 2 cards to get rid of him. Like, to make a card and then he negates and then you use another card like a smash gun to get rid of him or whatever. You don't have another 6 samurai as a tribute. Another card is but like Ferg Monsters doesn't have a problem getting rid of him. You know, they will just bring back Treeborn and then sack it for a Monarch, Kai's, a Dark Dust Spirit, or tribute it for a lad for a double tribute or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So Monarchs get over it. What else? Chaos Plan Synchro. These also good. Oh, and Samurais is they also now, as they might still probably be tier 1 now because of the new release of Sheen's Dojo. You know, the card is still broken. It's slower than Gateway, but now in my opinion, since Gateway's at 1, I think the Sheen Dojos is going to be at 2, going to play at least play at 1 or 2s and most 6 Samurai matchup decks. You know what I'm saying? Because I think the 2 Dojos now replace the 1 Gateway. I mean the 2 Gateways that got limited to 1, so you had to take out 2 gateways out your deck. So I think 2 dojos replace the 2 gateways that's missing now. So you know, Samurais might still climb back to the top if they open up with Dojo and Gateway and United and Kageki and fucking Kagemusha is just like instant spam synchros. Then you can contribute the Dojo to bring out like a Samurai. It's just broken. And you can contribute to bring out your tuner and synchro into a lot of monsters. Chaos Plant Synchros, instant release of Trisha Librarian, makes the deck broken. I think Librarian Trisha format is stupid right now. Gravekeepers, the control of Necrovalley controls every deck, almost every decks now. So, you know, cards like Spore, Rodent Totem, Plagues, not Plagues, but Rodent Totem, stuff like that. Junk Synchron, the Breeze Dragon, stuff like that, you know. It just stops it. That's why they came. That's why they came second at the YCS Anaheim. And since the release of Gravekeeper's Recruiter, I've kept track at least one person or a couple of people have topped the YCS with GKs. So GKs is like top 1 or tier 1 right now. You might see TGs. Deck is broken. Prepare for psychics so they can spam OTK. Make sure you read your cards carefully, and they have some timing rulings wrong with their stuff. So you know, but it's just a quick quick cards that you might see at the YCS with the posted that might win potentially top. For Monarchs being one of the decks that never gets old because now you can probably play Tangle in your build. It's pretty good. The deck is just overall broken. Like, it's a 2-for-1 deck. Like, if you tribute for Ryzen and remove their monster from the top of the deck and they activate bottom, you just got rid of 2 cards off the field and you set them back a turn. So like, that's why Monarchs is really good. But Chain Disappearance hurts and Massacre Strict. But this was a quick video. It's not quick, but a good informative video. And